Hello everyone, my name is Johanna. I'm a student majoring in elementary school teacher education at the University of Borneo, Tarakan. Nowadays, English has become an important skill, especially for students. We can find English almost everywhere in school subjects, on social media, in movies, in songs, and even in future job opportunities. However, not everyone feels confident when learning English. Some people think English is difficult, confusing, or even scary. They feel overwhelmed by vocabulary, grammar, or pronunciation. But actually, learning English does not always have to be difficult or stressful. It really depends on how and where we learn it. Today, learning English is much easier. We don't always have to rely on thick textbooks or expensive courses. With the development of technology, there are many digital learning media that we can use. One of the learning media that I personally find very helpful is an application called Duolingo. Duolingo is a language learning app that we can use on our smartphones so we can learn anytime and anywhere. We can study while relaxing, while waiting for something, or even before going to sleep. I personally use Duolingo as a medium to learn English because the learning process feels relaxed and not stressful at all. In Duolingo, the materials are arranged step by step. We don't start with difficult lesson right away. Instead, we begin with basic vocabulary, simple sentence, and easy grammar. Each lesson is short so it doesn't feel heavy or boring. We don't need a long time to study. Just a few minutes every day is enough. Duolingo also provides various types of exercise, such as choosing the correct meaning of words, arranging sentences, listening to pronunciations, and practicing writing. Because of this different exercise, we can improve several English skills at the same time. We are not only learning to read but also to listen, understand, and use English properly. This is important because learning a language is not just about memorizing theories but also about practicing consistently. One thing I really like about Duolingo is that the learning method feels like playing a game. There are levels, points, daily goals, and achievements. Without realizing it, we become more motivated to open the app and practice every day. Learning English no longer feels like an obligation, but more like a fun daily habit. In my opinion, this method is very effective because learning a language requires consistency. It is better to study for a short time every day than to study for a long time but only once in a while. Duolingo helps us build a positive learning habit, especially for students who often feel lazy or usually bored when studying. Another benefit of Duolingo is that it helps increase our confidence in using English. Through listening and speaking exercise, we become more familiar with correct pronunciation. When we make mistakes, Duolingo does not make us feel embarrassed or pressure. Instead, it corrects us in a friendly way. Slowly, our fear of using English can decrease and we become more confident to try. Duolingo is also very suitable for students because the application is easy to use and the design is simple. Even beginners can understand how to use it without difficulty. The flexible study time is another advantage, especially for students who are busy with school assignments. Even with a tight schedule, we can still practice English for a few minutes every day. Based on my experience, Duolingo is an effective, practical, and enjoyable learning medium with Duolingo. Learning English does not feel like a burden, instead, it becomes a fun and meaningful activity. Therefore, I would like to invite all of you to try using Duolingo. You don't have to start big, just take small steps. Spend a few minutes every day and stay consistent. If we keep practicing, our English skills will definitely improve. So, let's use Duolingo and make learning English easier, more relaxed, and more enjoyable. Thank you.